With so many visual principles fully established, artists began using the techniques of illusion on a monumental scale. In 17th century Rome, Andrea Pozzo went beyond drawing and painting, redefining the limits of architecture itself, literally exploding the boundaries into the heavens. Pozzo worked on this magnificent ceiling for more than 3 years. He created a fresco which fools us into believing that we're looking at the architecture of the church. Only the figures give you the clue that it is really an illusion. The ceiling seems to go on forever. Yet when seen from outside, it is surprisingly shallow. Pozzo's goal was to give the impression that the ceiling is 3 times higher than it actually is. He so perfectly designed the ceiling according to the rules of perspective, it's hard to see where the architecture stops and the painting takes over. His calculations were exceptional, and the illusion is breathtaking. A tile placed in the floor of the church marks the ideal spot from which to see the illusion. When you stand away from the spot, details such as this arch are flat and distorted. As you walk toward the spot, you can see the columns rise correctly into place and the sky open up, completing the illusion. Plans were also to build a spectacular dome, a new addition to the city of domes. But the neighboring Dominican brothers feared the dome would block out the light to their library. The compromise was not to build a dome, but to paint one. The dome, painted by Pozzo, is a perfect illusion. It seems to soar far above the floor of the church, yet it is completely flat. Faced with a problem to solve, Pozzo used perspective to find a solution. The result was inspired. He created a dome which looks as though it rises high into the sky, but doesn't block out the light of the neighbors.